All right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Deadfall, 1993. This is a crime drama film directed by Christopher Coppola, who also happens to be Nicolas Cage's brother. Coppola co-wrote the script with Nick Vallelonga. The film stars Michael Biehn from The Terminator, Aliens, and The Abyss. Nicolas Cage, who plays a ridiculous antagonist with a toupee, and he ends up getting his face dunked into the French fry vat of boiling oil or lard, whatever they used in 1993. Sarah Trigger. I like Sarah Trigger. I really like Sarah Trigger. Charlie Sheen. Sarah Trigger is the reason to watch. James Coburn and Peter Fonda, not to mention Angus Scrimm, Micky Dolenz. It's also the prime influence on the song Deadfall, written by the U.S. hardcore punk band Snot. Never heard of Snot. Probably because they were formed in 1995, which was when I stopped listening to college radio. A prequel sequel, Arsenal, starring Nicolas Cage as the character Eddie King, was released in 2017. After con artist Joe Dohan accidentally kills his father Mike during a sting, when his blank bullets were replaced with live ammunition, he tries to carry out Mike's dying wish to recover the cake. I didn't understand this movie. I couldn't really hear at my son's badminton place, but I don't think it would make the difference if I could hear the sound with all the noise in the background. Movie poster says you won't know who to trust, what to believe, or where to turn. Deadfall, the ultimate con. To take the cake, he goes to find his Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou, also a con artist, tries to get Joe in on one of his cons, but Joe falls in love with Lou's assistant's girlfriend, Diane, and he decides that they will take the money from the con and run away. After the con goes wrong and Uncle Lou gets shot, Joe flees with the money, but he runs into his father, alive and well. Joe learns that Mike and Diane were working together to con Lou. Enraged, Joe fires his gun at Mike, not knowing whether the bullets inside were blanks or real. And that's pretty much the movie. The movie received negative reviews from critics. Kevin Thomas described it as a hopelessly callow-laden paced attempt at film noir. The film holds a 0% rotten rating on Rotten Tomatoes based on 5 reviews. Star Michael Biehn called this one of the worst films he ever made. I wonder what the other one was. I'd like to see that one. Yeah, he's not a drug dealer, Karate Man. He's a con artist. He's a sleazy player. I'm going to go check on my Karate Man's in the chat room. It's after 3. I'm going to go check on my I'm giving this one 3 out of 5 stars, by the way. I'm going to go check on my son's pot stickers. I'll be right back. All right. Those are done. Yeah. I'll actually read you a critique of Deadfall on IMDb. Karate Man. I think it does a good job of describing the toupee Nicolas Cage character. This one gets a low 4 out of 10 on IMDb, 3,592 votes. Karate Man knows about this movie. You've seen clips of it. Karate Man knows a lot of movies. Karate Man, you got to check out my last video, because I did an action movie. And it was a great action movie, actually. All right. Let's go to user reviews of Deadfall. While I'm doing that, Karate Man's back to recommending the Charles Bronson. I don't think Karate Man's going to check out Deadbeat at Dawn, though. Even though it's an action movie. It's got, the ending scene is just incredible. You know? All right, there's Deal of the Century. Why did I click on the user reviews and it took me to Kiss of Death, 1995? Well, basically, the review says that Nicolas Cage's acting is so over the top that it's actually one of his worst movies that he ever did. Oh, here we go. Crazy Cage and Bland Biehn. It says Nick Cage is insane. Horrid crime caper. Nick Cage is at his worst. This is it right here. This is the review from Savib 25179 dated December 31st, 2017 on IMDb. It says Nick Cage at his worst. Nicolas Cage has been responsible for more than his fair share of bad acting, but never worse than he is in this. Possibly no one in the history of cinema has gone so far over the top as Cage does in this heinous performance. Well, I didn't particularly care for his character. I like the redhead in this. There's tons of TNA for the first half of the movie, and it starts going down the hill from there. The only good part was Nick Cage getting his face stuck in the French fryer vat. That was poetic justice for his horrible acting in the movie. I didn't feel sorry for him at all. Oh my gosh. All right. So I've got Breakout. That's what I see Breakout 2013 on Netflix, but you say it's on YouTube, huh? Telephone. So we've got Breakout, Telephone, neither of which are on Netflix DVD. Face Off. Face Off is already in my Netflix queue. Vampire's Kiss, I think you keep recommending that, but it's not available. Yeah, that's in my saved queue already. Navy SEALs. Navy SEALs I can add to my Netflix queue. So I got Breakout, Telephone, and Navy SEAls. Breakout is 1975. Telephone is 1977. And Navy SEALs is on Netflix. Okay. I'm going to go down my list. I don't know. I guess if you're a hardcore Nicolas Cage fan, you might want to check out his scenes, but I couldn't figure out this movie. And it needs an improved plot summary on Deadfall, but nobody knows how to explain this movie on Wikipedia. The plot doesn't make any sense. The one that I just read. Yeah. So, bummer. It was, like I said, the first half had a lot of revealing scenes, especially between Michael Biehn and Sarah Trigger. There's one hotel scene. Oh man, that was decent. That was very long. All right, I was going down my list and then I lost it because I couldn't remember that Michael Biehn dude, or however you pronounce his name. I can't even pronounce his name right. At least I know how to pronounce Olivier Gruner. All right, here we go. Penny Serenade, 1941. Creature from the Haunted Sea, 1961. War of the Satellites, 1958. The Black Raven, 1943. And last but not least, He Walked by Night, 1948. That's my list. Yeah, I mentioned that. He was in the Terminator, but you weren't in the chat room, Karate Man. I think he liked working on the Terminator better than this movie. The only reason why Christopher Coppola was the director was because he happened to be Nicolas Cage's brother. All right. Well, that's the end of my review. It was all right. It wasn't that great, but give it. Yeah, I know. I know she was in the first Rocky. I don't know about the sequels. Talia Shire. I've got all five Rockies on my Netflix queue, thanks to Karate Man. Anyways, that's why I mentioned her name, because she's in the Rocky. She was in the Rocky movie. She doesn't look too good as the as the bartender in this one. She did not age well. Talia Shire. Of course, Angus Scrimm was in Phantasm, all the Phantasm movies, the tall man. Anyways, I guess I have to add Godfather trilogy and Rocky 6. Rocky 6 and Godfather trilogy. All right. Well, I got my work cut out for me. Thanks, Karate Man. Laters.